and he has this like really fancy apartment in Paris, and she's trying to figure out how he even got this apartment, and then the brother is missing apparently. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ari'el if you are new, and in today's video, as you can tell from the title, we're going book shopping, girl. I'm so excited to go book shopping with y'all. So if you don't know, some of you know, some of you don't, but I am a reseller on the Poshmark app as well as my own site, thriftingjuniper.com. I will leave all the links down below. Check your girl out. But believe it or not, guys, I thrift for a lot of things, shoes, home decor, stuff like that. I've never actually thrifted a book before, ever. As much as I love to read, I usually just pass over the book section whenever I go to the thrift store. Like, it's insane. But I'm a little bougie when it comes to books because I really like to go to Barnes & Noble. It's just something about a fresh, new, crispy book that nobody has ever read before. Nobody's opened, and when I open it up, it still has like it's hard to open. Y'all know y'all know them new books. Those are the type of books I like, but not today, girlfriend. Plus, books be expensive. Yeah, books are expensive sometimes. So anyway, we're gonna go to this discounted store that's really close to me. I just found out, I Googled it, and I was like, ooh, this one's kind of close. So we're gonna go and see what they have. And then I may also stop by the thrift store as well to see what they have in their section. I can't believe it. As long as I've been in resale, in my whole resale career, I've never actually thrifted a book before. And I love to read, like, what type of? Make sure that you guys stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 5 top, this is 10, but it's really 5. My 5 top self-help books for the summer. You guys, these are great reads. They're my favorite out of my personal collection as well. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I actually have been reading. So yeah, and then hopefully whatever I find at the store today, I'll be able to share that with you guys too. Hopefully we find some good ones. Hopefully we brought some good ones. Anyway, let's go. The outfit of the day. Super comfy, super chill. I have on my Embrace tee, Embrace kindness, love, joy, all the good things. Some sneaky sneaks, thrifted boho bag, and then my glasses are Lorvay. Shout out to Dear. If you don't know who she is, y'all go find out because your girl is gold. Then I got my coffee that I've been making from home, which is the Starbucks Shaken Espresso Latte, the oat milk. Y'all, I've been killing it. If you guys refer back to my last vlog, I talk a little bit about how to make this, but I'm still trying to perfect it at the same time, but it is so freaking good. Okay, let's go. All right, so the store is in Decatur. Decatur where it's greater. And hopefully it doesn't take me that long. That was rude. That was so rude. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long to get there because it's been raining on and off all morning. And it's not raining right now, but hopefully it holds out so that we can have a smooth ride all the way there. And yeah.
On my way, on my way, on my way, send me on my way. I would like to reach out my hand. I may say you, I may tell you to run. Know what they say about the young. So pick me up with golden hands. I may say you, I may tell you to run. Know what they say about the young. Well, I would like to hold my little hand, and I will run, I will, and I will crawl, 'cause I would like to hold my little hand, and we will run, we will crawl. Send me on my way, send me on my way, on my way, send me 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 on my way, on my way, on my way, send me on my way.
Whew. I'm back. And I got goodies. OMG! Let me divide this up. Let me divide it up. Okay, so First of all, I was in that store for like 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours. I didn't even realize so much time had gone by because I was just in there looking, and then I was filming, I was reading. Like, it was an experience, and I really, really, really love the store, and I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna share with you guys what I ended up finding at the store. I just got 3 things, and I wanted to share with you. The first one is called Minding the Body, Mending the Mind, and this is by Joan. I don't know how to say her last name. PhD. That one right there. But I'm excited because you guys know, well, you may not know, but I am on like this whole holistic journey, and so they had a whole holistic section over there. So I was like, ooh, let me go and see what kind of goodies I can find. And this one looked really, really good. What really drew me in for this book is that when I turned it over to the back, it talked about how it's a little bit of something in here for everybody. I'll just read you a little bit of it. It just says, whether you're a young person who hopes to live a healthy, vital, and happy life, an older person who is trying to age well, stressed out person yearning for balance, or someone with an acute or chronic illness, this book is basically for you. Body, mind, and spirit. This book can help you. It's practical, easy to understand, and based on solid research that you can trust. Inspiring exploration of what it means to be fully human. And then the last part says, in the last analysis, that may be one of the best definitions of well-being and what it means to live your best life. So I'm really excited to read this one, especially based off of the journey and everything that I'm on. This one was a good one. The next one, I'll probably read this one first, mainly because, like I was telling you guys earlier, that my books that I have right now, like 99% of them are like self-help, personal development, growth style books, and I have very little of everything else. So I've been in the mood of like mystery suspense. So I went into the fiction section and I was like, okay, let me see. First of all, they had a ton. It was extremely overwhelming. So I just kind of started with a small section and kind of looked around, and but this one kind of stood out to me, one, because I love the front of this book. I just love the colors and stuff. Like, I love like dark pops and stuff like that. So the front, the cover got me. I was like, ooh, what is this? And then that pink color, girl, I don't know. It's called The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. Y'all, this one sounds so good. It says, pay close attention to seemingly throwaway details about the character's past. They are all clues. And then it says, meet the residents of number 12, a beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. Woo! Just sounded so good. I was like on the edge. And apparently it's about this girl, and she goes to visit her brother, and he lives in Paris, and he has this like really fancy apartment in Paris, and she's trying to figure out how he even got this apartment. And then the brother is missing apparently. God, I don't know, but I'm about to read this one and see what's tea, okay? And then last but not least, I actually picked this one up for you guys. So this is a self-healer's journey, a 90-day guided journal for a self-loving, soulfully manifested, and grateful as hell life. Love is by Rachel Halfcost. I believe that's her name. Yeah, by Rachel Halfcost. So you guys, this book is brand new. First of all, what drew me to this book also is the cover. It's so pretty, like the colors, it's like real pastel-y pinks and all of that. But basically, it's just a guided journal. Now, let me tell you guys, I have 1,000,002 journals / guided journals, one in which I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. But I wanted to pick this up because I was like, I'm sure somebody needs a journal and a guided journal on top of that to be able to kind of get your journey started. So that's the reason why. If you are looking to start a self-guided, a healing journey, or a finding yourself journey, or a holistic journey like I'm doing, whatever it is that you want, and you need a little bit of guidance, something like this is perfect. I love guided journals because they guide you. In this particular journal, what I love about this one is that it's a 90-day journal. So you're not just gonna pick it up and just start anywhere. It's very guided. So the first few topics here is what is the self-healer's journal? How do I do it? Feelings wheel, examples of daily journal, descriptions of each journaling category, 90 days of journaling. Sorry, y'all. It's the ambulance. I can't ever do anything without listening to an ambulance. 90 days of journaling templates, and then FAQs. So it'll tell you exactly how to do this journal. It's very easy though. As I was flipping through, I was like, OMG, the pictures, the girl, she's so cute with her little hat. She has like pictures all throughout. Let me show you these first little couple of pictures. How cute! I was like, OMG. All right, so it'll tell you exactly what you need to do starting from day one. It has this feelings wheel in here, y'all. It's like basically like a chart, pretty much like how you feeling today. Like what? Mindfulness. Oh, okay, yeah. So these are the categories. It's journaling categories: mindfulness, gratitude, affirmations, power mantras, manifestation statements, expectation, and mini mantras, and then letters to yourself. And then as you go, it gives you like definitions of everything. And then, hold on, I'm trying to get to this one page that I saw. Basically, it breaks down all of those topics and what you need to do next to it. So it says mindfulness, energy ball, and then it has sit in a comfortable position with your legs and all of that. And then you just write right there. Gratitude, list 6 abilities you have that you're grateful for and why. Then you write right there. Affirmations for the day, power mantras, and letting go. We all need to let it go, sis. Let it go, sis. I picked this up for you guys because I'm like, listen, I'm on a journal. I can't talk. I'm on a journey, and you guys can be on a journey along with me with your 90-day journal or with your 90-day guided journal. So I'm going to put this and I'm going to link it down. It's going to be on my website. It's actually up right now. So if you guys go to thriftingjuniper.com, you can just click on the link that I'm going to leave at the very bottom in the description here. And I'll also leave it at the bottom of the screen so that you guys can get this copy. Listen, I'm a reseller. I only have one. That's typically how it works. I only have one. So it's first come, first serve. Go get it. It's yours. It's brand new. I inspected it. It's amazing. All right. Let's get into it. My top 5 favorite self-care, self-help, growth, personal development, whatever you want to call it, books for the summertime. Some of them I've had for years, and then I have one in here that's fairly new that I also love too. So this is the top 5. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start with my absolute favorite book. This is my favorite book, guys. This is probably my favorite book. Yeah, this is my favorite book. What I Know for Sure by Oprah Winfrey. Y'all, I love this book. Let me, okay, this book has been through the trenches, okay? It's got wet, it's dirty. I've let people borrow it. I think it has a burn mark in it. Girl, I don't know. But I love this book, y'all. It's a super easy read. On the back it says, I know for sure your journey begins with a choice to get up, step out, and live fully. Oprah Winfrey. You guys, this book for me, I've read it a few times at this point, but I've read it at different points of my life when I was younger, and then I just recently read it again, maybe like a month or 2 ago. And every single time I read this, I just get inspired. I really just get inspired. It's really just about her life and the things that she knows for sure. That's what it is. It's about her life and what she knows for sure. But it really makes you think about your life. What do you know for sure? I guess, what are you appreciative of? That's what it makes me think about. Am I appreciating things? Like, what is it that I know for sure? I'm not giving away any spoilers when it comes to these books at all. So all I can say is that they're my favorite and they made my top 5 list. And I highly suggest that you go out and get it. I'm also going to try to link all of these books below on Amazon so that you guys can, if it is on Amazon, so that you guys can go and get it for yourself. But number 1, what I know for sure is probably, I'm not even going to say probably, it is my favorite. Next up, the second book of my top 5 favorites. Another Oprah book. The Path Made Clear, Discovering Your Life's Direction and Purpose, y'all. Get into it. This is a great book. This is a great book. If you are looking for your purpose, your passion, if you're trying to find your passion, if you're trying to feed your passion, whatever it is, this is a great inspirational book to check out by Oprah. It's about her as well. She has a ton of like inspirational quotes and stuff in here from her. However, she also has other people that gives a ton of inspirational quotes as well. Just think one big, huge, long Instagram thread of inspirational quotes That's what this book is full of. It has some of everybody in here. Let me see. It has something from Joe Biden in here, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Goldie Hawn in here, Iyanla Van Zandt, Iyanla Fix My Life, Debbie Ford is in here, India Ari is in here, Joel Osteen, who else? Westmore, John Lewis. It's a lot, y'all. So my favorite quote. Would I say it's my favorite quote? Probably. It's my favorite quote. Let me find it. It actually came directly out of this book. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this book because I just feel like if you're just looking for your passion and your purpose and you're just trying to figure out your why and what you want to do in life and all of that, I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. Okay, here it is, page 45. And this is also my quote that I have in my entryway. It came directly from this book. So it says, pay attention to what makes you feel energized, connected, and stimulated. Follow your intuition, do what you love, and you will do more than succeed. You will soar. Love that. One last thing I'll say about this book. This is how powerful it was to me. I went on a cruise one year, and the ship or the room that I had a balcony on it. And I brought this book along with me because I was like, well, you know, from the time that we go into the room when we're done with like the eating and drinking and all that, and we're just quiet and we're just in the room, I have the balcony and I can sit and I can read. So I brought this book along with me. It was out, it was brand new at the time. I had never cracked it open before. All I know, it was like a 5 or a 6 day cruise. I got through the entire book, and when I came back home, I did 2 things. One, I made those pictures on my wall. I got on Vistaprint, and then I like printed it all out for this quote, from the quote in the book, printed it all out, hung them up on my wall in the apartment that I had back then, and 5th and Juniper was born after reading this book. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, so number 3, this is a good one. The Art and Power of Acceptance, Your Guide to Inner Peace. Loves by Ashley Davis Bush. So this book I got, you guys, I was going through a really hard time a few years ago, like really hard time. And the struggle that I was going through was like completely out of my hands, out of my circumstances. Like I could not, there was nothing that I could do. And I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you're just really going through it, but then I'm pretty sure you have, there's nothing you can do about it. So it's either like you can literally sink or swim type situation. That's what this book did for me. I was like, when I was going through that hard time, I'm the type that I'm like, okay, let me put my hands on something. Let me watch some videos. Let me read a book. Let me, because I know other people go through situations. So I immediately go look to see what I can feed my mind to get information on as I'm going through it. So I literally Googled as I was going through it. I was crying and everything, and I Googled what did I Google? I think I Googled how to accept and move on books or something like that. Or I know it had the word accept or acceptance in it. I think it was how to accept and move on, I believe. I just Googled it and I put books at the end of it. And this book was one of the first ones, or I think it was maybe like the top 5 or something like that, came up. And then after that, I just typed in Barnes & Nobles near me and saw which location had it, and I went straight to the Barnes & Noble and I picked up this book. I was like, where is this? I had to find it, and I didn't know anything about this book. I didn't know anything about the author. I had never heard of her before. I never heard of this book before because I had never been through anything that dramatic where I needed to like find something to help me get through, because typically I'm the type of person where I'm like, I could do this, it's fine, like I'll just do this or whatever. I know how to get through it, but when something was completely out of my hands, I did not know which way to turn. So I Googled it, found this book, and it is really good, guys. Really good. In the back of it, it says, imagine the relief of not being stuck in anger, resentment, or regret. Imagine the emotional freedom of stopping the battle with yourself, other people, your circumstances, and even your past. Imagine the peace of mind you would have if you stopped fighting the current of life instead flowed with it effortlessly. Which that was one of the things in this book that I really appreciated, was that she talked about water and like the currents and how if you just go with the flow of things and how your life would be so much easier. This is a good one. It took me a while actually, because when I first got this book, I didn't finish it. And then I finished it like the end of last year. I like picked it back up. I actually let one of my friends read it. And then she came back and was like, this book was so good, you need to finish it. And I'm like, okay. So it kind of hyped me back up and I ended up finishing the rest of the book. So I'm actually really glad I did that because I probably had the book a few years, well, maybe like 2 or 3 years prior to me even finishing the end of the book. I had to go back a couple of pages, but I'm so glad I did. So this made the top 5. If you're looking to move on, if you're looking to stop fighting the current of life, I highly suggest this book. Pick this one up. Number 3, or is that number 4? No, we're on number 4. Is this number 4? Yeah, this is number 4. What did I say that last book was? I'm on number 4. After the Rain, Gentle Reminders for Healing, Courage, and Self-Love by Alexandria L, or Alex L on Instagram. I actually found her on Instagram. I like quotes and different things like that, and I'm always like looking at different quotes. I'm posting different quotes and stuff in my stories and stuff. So she was one of the ones that came up, and I'm like, who is this girl? Because she is speaking fire. Like, who is she? And typically what I do when anybody like has like a page full of quotes and stuff, I'm like, I wonder if they wrote a book. I do that with a lot of people, and she did. So this one, I think she has more than, does she have more than one of these? I'm pretty sure. I feel like I had it and I don't really know where it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just this one. And then the next one that I'm going to share with you, because the next one I'm going to share with you, the last one is actually by her as well. So maybe it was just these 2. I can't remember, but this one is a really good one. After the Rain, Gentle Reminders for Healing, Courage, and Self-Love. This is about her. The back of it says, after the rain, truth finds a way to shine through the clouds, reminding us all that we are all deserving of healing, that we're worthy of change, that we are built to expand and stretch into our best selves. So I really like this book. It talks about change. It's like a few different life lessons in here. That's literally what it's called. Change, self-love, validation, love, learning to breathe, healing, dedication, acceptance, soothing, and suffering, becoming, identity, forgiveness, that's a big one, comparison, family, and time. And then it just pretty much goes through and gives her life lessons, literally her life lessons on all of those topics and all of those subjects. And then of course it talks about love as well. So I highly suggest this book. I think it was a really great read. It's an easy read. And if you guys aren't following Alex L on Instagram, what are you doing? Follow her because she's amazing. And that actually leads me to the last and final book, which is also by Alex L, How We Heal. You guys, she came out with this book and I was like, I cannot wait to get my hands on this book. So this book, y'all, let me explain. If you pick up this book, you have to be ready and willing to do the work. You have to be ready and willing to do the work. This is a guided journal as well. It's a book. It's a read. It's a read. Definitely is a read. It has a lot of stuff in here for you to read. However, it's a guided journal type situation in here as well. And if you really allow yourself to get into this book and willing to pour out pretty much, then you would be able to take full advantage of a book like this. You would be able to take full advantage of a book like this. So I literally got, and it talks about it too, like you need to get a pen and paper and all that. I have a separate journal just for this book. Like if you are really ready to dive in and do that self-work on yourself, if you're ready to do that type of work on yourself with whatever it is, if you want to just do it for fun, if you think, oh, nothing's wrong with me, like I don't need to be like all going into healing and all of that and getting out. If you read this book and you're just kind of flying through it and just reading it, that's one thing. But in my opinion, I don't think that you should do that when it comes to this book. I really don't. I think that you should only pick up this book if you are really ready and willing to do the self-work that needs to be done. If you are ready to pour out on a paper, I have a separate journal, pen, all of that just for this book, and I literally take it section by section by section. And this is also another one that I pick up and I put down and I pick up and I put down, I pick up and I put down, and I got through most of the book, but I haven't gotten to the very, very back of it yet because you can get really deep. I've cried with this book. I've laughed with this book, and it's all stuff that's coming out of me. Like it's all things that, only because I allowed it to though. Like I said, it's one thing if you're just kind of speed reading through, but it's a whole other thing if you're like really doing the work and the practices that go along with this book. It has breathing and meditation practices in here that you can do. It has you drawing out charts and stuff. Like it's journaling prompts is basically what it is. It's journaling prompts that you're going to do as you're following along with this book. It's a great one, guys. Like I said, if you're really ready to do the work, highly suggest this book, How We Heal by Ari'el. You guys, we're at the end. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but this was something that I've been wanting to do because I was like, listen, I know I got girlies out there that read, and I want to share with you my top 5 reads. Like, this is what I've been reading. Also, don't forget to log on to thriftingjuniper.com, the Self-Healer's Journal, a 90-day guided journal for a self-loving, soulfully manifested, and grateful as hell life. That will be listed on my website. It's up for grabs for whoever wants it. It is first come, first serve. You guys get this journal. Get this journal. It's affordably priced on there as well. It's going to be listed down on the website, thriftingjuniper.com. Again, I just feel like if we're all going to be on this journey of life, let's do it together. If you guys pick this up, I have a journal. I'm journaling my thoughts and everything else throughout the day. I also want to know like I don't want to know like your deepest, darkest thoughts and all of that because that's a little bit personal. If you do decide to purchase it, let me know your thoughts as you get into it. Let me know if it helps. Let me know if it doesn't. If you don't like it, whatever the case is there. It's there for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.